So you've coined the term deliteracy. How would you define it? How does it apply to society?
I coined the term deliterate, the DE prefix, meaning that people who are literate, who can read, but choose not to read things of quality, that they are actively trying to be culture killers. And that's another term I've come up with, the culture killers of MFAs. But people who are deliterate don't want to read good quality stuff. And these people have gotten into Random House. They have gotten into these small presses. They have gotten onto these blogs that post poems or short stories. And they don't want things of depth. They want things that are only emotion. They are actively trying to really cut off at the knees literature and art and literacy in this country because it's in the name of democracy, democratism. If we all can't be a great artist, we might as well just all be in the same. This is how you get to David Foster Wallace's. This is how you get to Jonathan Franzen's. Because it's easy to be mediocre, well, not even mediocre, sub-mediocre, bad. It's easy to be bad. As I said, Wallace is a bad writer, Franzen is a bad writer, but they have to be stars. You have to pick someone out of the hat. And it's easy then to say, well, this guy is bad, so let's just pick him out. He's no worse than others. The consequence of deliteracy on the art of writing and on art in general is a grave one, because it only encourages these bad writers to go forth. Because if I'm paying whatever it is, the tuition to go to the Iowa Writers Workshop, NYU or Dartmouth or wherever I'm going to go take my class, I can look at my crap. I can look at my bad poetry and say, well, you know, I'm not any worse than James Tate. Fuck, I'm better than Maya Angelou, Louise Gluck. And these people have a legitimate, you know, that's legitimate. You know, if all I'm doing is writing about, I'm a teenager, a co-ed with a lot of shit going on in my life. Oh, I'm real fucked up. I'm going to say fuck, 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 fuck. That's no, I mean, read a heartbreaking work of staggering genius. That's the crap that Eggers wrote. And it's lauded as great writing, realistic writing. Well, as dumb as people are, I know no one who's ever had conversations as stupid and as prolonged as those in that staggering genius book. But the sucker who's paying to go to those classes and say, yeah, but I can write like that. I can do that. I can be Eggers. I can be Wallace. I can be Maya Angelou. I can be even someone like Toni Morrison, who has actually some talent, but who has, you know, she's gone from writing good books that could have been great if she had a good editor. She's gone to writing stuff like Love. I picked up her book, Love. It's a terrible book, filled with the worst PC cliches. I can't go to the New York Yankees and say, you know, I grew up wanting to play center field. Fuck Brett Gardner, the current Yankee center fielder. I should be making his run as fast. I can't hit as well as Brett Gardner, but I should be there. You know, better than that, I wanted to play point guard for the New York Knicks. They sucked last year. Make me the point guard. I'll be the great white hope for the New York Knicks. No, people would laugh at you. They would. Do I think that I can outplay LeBron James in basketball? No. Why should LeBron James say, you know, I can write a sonnet as great as Dan Schneider? Sorry, LeBron, you can't. Just like I'm not going to be able to, you know, dunk and posterize you. But people think, and I mentioned this the last time we talked, I believe, is, I mentioned in one of my interviews, is that people think anyone can write. Got a piece of paper, got a pencil. A friend of mine has said this is why he thinks most people think they can write poetry. I've got a pen, I've got a pencil. I don't have to buy an easel. I don't have to buy a film camera for however many hundreds of bucks. I don't have to buy editing equipment. I don't have to, you know, buy a clarinet or a sousaphone or an accordion to learn how to play. I just need a pen and paper. I can be E.E. Cummings. I love women. I want to write love poems like E.E. Cummings. I want to write about how mordantly sad I am, like Sylvia Plath. I can do that. Who's to say? I know I'm as sad as Sylvia Plath. I'm as in love as E. Cummings was with whoever his paramour was. Why can't I write like him? Well, you can't, because skill is involved. You just can't throw something out there and say, well, now we're equal. I just can't go trotting out into Yankee Stadium center field and say, move over, Brett Gardner. I'm going to take over. People would laugh at you. But playing baseball, it's obvious to see. I can't run as fast. You can measure that very easily. I can't hit a ball as far as Giancarlo Stanton or whoever the best home run hitters are now currently. People people can measure that, but people can't immediately measure the difference between a Hart Crane and a James Tate. Uh, and as obvious a difference in quality as there is between me or someone like you who has read much poetry, between a James Tate who literally has one poem, Lewis and Clark on the Expedition, who has the same bad line written like 28 times away. I can't play basketball better than LeBron James. You, Alex, cannot play music the way that girl Sarah Joy, who I interviewed a few months back, can play music. And you're not gonna be singing with the New York Opera. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to know what your limits are, but people want to delude themselves. So anyway, that's what the literacy is.